Hey, it's Andy from Antek Automation. Today I want to talk about text-to-speech AI, specifically how UK service businesses can actually use it to handle customer communications without it sounding like a robot from the 90s. Mistral AI have just launched a new voice model, and it's got me thinking about how this stuff is finally accessible to smaller operations. So whether you're a plumber, an electrician, or you run any kind of service business, stay with me. This is genuinely useful. Here's the situation most service business owners find themselves in. You are on site, hands dirty, and your phone is going. You can't answer it. The customer rings off, doesn't leave a voicemail, and books someone else. Or you finish a job at 6:30 and there's no way you're calling customers back to confirm tomorrow's appointments. That's a problem for 9 o'clock in the morning, by which point two of them have already forgotten you were coming. Text-to-speech AI fixes exactly this kind of thing. Not by replacing your personal touch with customers, but by handling the routine, repetitive communications that don't need a human voice, they just need a voice. Appointment confirmations, job completion notifications, payment reminders, the kind of calls that eat admin time but don't actually require you. And the technology has genuinely matured. We're not talking about the stilted robotic sound of a decade ago. Modern voice AI sounds natural enough that customers won't immediately clock it as automated. Right, tip number 1, start with appointment confirmations because that's where you'll see the fastest return. A 30-second automated call the day before a booking, confirming the time, the engineer's name, and a number to ring if they need to rearrange, can cut no-shows dramatically. We've seen this work brilliantly for clients at Antek. One HVAC engineer we work with was losing around 2 to 3 appointments a week to no-shows. An automated confirmation call the evening before sorted it. The system triggers automatically from his job management software. He doesn't touch it. Number 2, think about after hours phone coverage. If someone rings your business at 8 in the evening about a boiler fault, a generic voicemail is a missed opportunity. A text-to-speech system can answer with a proper response, acknowledging the urgency, setting expectations for when you'll call back, and even triaging whether it's an emergency or not. It's not a chatbot, it's not interactive, but it's infinitely better than hold music or silence. Customers feel heard and you don't lose the lead overnight. Tip 3 is about job completion notifications. When you finish a job, your customer often doesn't know unless you tell them. An automated call, "Hi, this is a message from your boiler service was completed today, your invoice is on its way," closes the loop professionally without you lifting a finger. A Hampshire electrician I know set this up so the call fires automatically when a job is marked complete in his CRM. It also reduced the number of payment queries he had to deal with because customers were already expecting the invoice. By the way, there's a full written version of this on the blog if you want the detail. Links in the show notes. Now, number 4. Let's talk about cost because this is where people get confused. Text-to-speech pricing works on a per character or per minute basis. Amazon Poly charges around £3.20 per million characters. A 30-second reminder message is roughly 400 characters, so you'd need 2,500 calls before you spend even £3 on the AI itself. The real cost is setup. Budget £500 to £1,500 for an automation agency to connect everything up properly. Compare that to part-time admin at £12 to £15 an hour and you're looking at a payback period measured in months, not years. 5, and this is the one most people skip. Sort your GDPR compliance before you go live. You need explicit consent from customers to receive automated voice messages, ideally captured when they book. You'll also need a data processing agreement with whichever AI provider you're using, and you'll need to give customers a way to opt out and request human-only contact. Mistral is a European company which makes the compliance conversation slightly simpler than US-based alternatives, but it doesn't do the paperwork for you. The ICO's guidance on automated communications is clear. Customers must know they're receiving an automated message. 6. Know whether you're actually ready for this. Text-to-speech AI makes most sense. If you're doing more than 10 customer calls a week, you experience regular communication bottlenecks during busy periods, or you're losing revenue to no-shows and missed appointments. It's less suited to sole traders doing 2 or 3 jobs a week. or businesses whose customers strongly prefer text-based contacts. Be honest with yourself, the technology is accessible, but if the volume isn't there yet, the ROI won't be there either. It'll come, but don't rush it. And 7, you don't need a technical team to implement this. The realistic timeline is 2 to 3 weeks, 1 week scoping what you want the system to say and when it should trigger, another week connecting it to your existing software, and a few days testing before you go live. The business decisions are yours. Which customers get automated calls, what the messages say, when they fire. The technical side is someone else's problem. This is exactly the kind of thing we set up for clients at Antek, and the business owners we work with are rarely involved in more than a couple of conversations before it's running. So to recap, text-to-speech AI is now genuinely accessible to UK service businesses without a development team or a big budget. Start with appointment confirmations. They give you the fastest visible return. Use after-hours voice responses to stop losing leads overnight. Automate job completion calls to close a loop professionally. Budget for setup rather than per use costs, and get your GDPR consent process in place before you go live. And be honest about your call volume before committing. It pays off when the numbers are there. That's your quick tip for today. If you want to see how AI automation can help your business, head to antekautomation.com or give us a bell on 0333 038 9960. BK tag 0. Cheers.